Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today I am in my living room because my kids haven't woken up yet, so I thought I would take advantage of having the house to myself and do a quick video for you guys. Today I wanted to talk about things that can block your spiritual process, or things that can block your ascension, keep you from fully awakening. Just different things that I have ran into within my own spiritual practice that has kind of slowed my progress down. And so I think one of the biggest things within our programming that is meant to kind of slow down our spirituality is religion. Because religion is kind of like insurance for the soul, I feel like is a good way to put it. I mean, it's basically just saying if you subscribe to this particular deity and their practices, we will save your soul. Whereas in spirituality, you have to really do that work yourself. Now, I don't necessarily not believe in the spiritual teachers. Like, I know that Jesus Christ was a real human being. I know that he was the Son of God, the Son of the Great Spirit. However, I feel like the messages, the way he is perceived in the Bible is different from who he actually was. I feel like Jesus Christ was actually just one of the first people to wake up on this planet. And he had such a miraculous and profound message that he did gain a lot of followers, and he was incorporated into the Bible, but his message was misconstrued. So I feel like I definitely believe in Jesus Christ and Buddha, and I do believe that they were here as one of the first people to kind of open humanity's eyes to that higher level of consciousness, but I don't know that they were actually meant to be worshipped. That's why I feel like religion has kind of taken people on a detour from the actual spiritual path that our souls need to completely ascend to the highest level that our souls can reach. And so I feel like, with that being said, religion is a huge detour on the path to ascension, because it's not fair to give Jesus Christ your sins. Be like, oh, I can do what I want. Here, Jesus died so I can do whatever I want. That's not how spirituality is. I mean, whenever you do something wrong, you have to come face to face with yourself. You have to go through that internal hell of cleansing and purging your wrongdoings, your fears, coming face to face with your biggest enemy, which is yourself or your ego. All of that is a part of the spiritual practice, and you can't give that to some guru and let them deal with it and expect to be cleansed. That's just not how it works. You have to do the internal work yourself, by yourself really, in order to completely heal and purge and go to the next level of ascension. Another thing that is a spiritual block that keeps you from reaching your highest potential spiritually is toxic people and toxic environments. It's really hard these days to find people that are awakening around you. Awakening is an isolated process. You will do this alone, or maybe have just one or two people that you can confide in, material or physically. I mean, we have our people on the internet, of course, but that's not a physical connection that you need sometimes. But also, don't compromise your happiness just to have people to be around. Don't stay in toxic environments or toxic situations, because that's going to be your ultimate blockage, because you're not able to see past this toxicity to elevate higher. So it's really important to purge and cleanse the people in your life also. And also jobs. Jobs can be very toxic too. And this is a whole nother video, because I feel like people staying in toxic employment or toxic jobs, toxic ways that are providing for their life is very unhealthy, because there's this whole concept around dirty money. If you're getting your money from a place that makes you absolutely miserable, that's also kind of dirty money, because you're not being true to yourself to make your money. And the energy behind dirty money is not going to allow you to prosper financially. And a lot of spirituality is learning to clear your prosperity blockages so that you can prosper financially, which is a very important part of being a human in this time. So staying or getting out of toxic relationships, toxic jobs, toxic friendships is really going to open the door for you to ascend to that next level. And the last thing about blocking spiritually is allowing yourself to think really negative thoughts. You have to get a control of your thoughts and a control of your mental state if you want to ascend. Do not allow negative thoughts to submerge into your consciousness. Whenever you think something negative, just be like, that was terrible, and let it go, kind of. Don't sit there and ponder on that thought. Just disengage it completely, because once you start to work from a more positive mentality, you're really going to see your growth transform from that point. So the key is to kind of just rid of the negativity. And I know that you also need to embody your shadow self. So not all negative is bad. If you're thinking something that is kind of more of a reconstructive thought, that's okay. But something that's just completely out of line, disengage from those thoughts. Well, that's all that I've got today for things that can block your spiritual growth. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and thanks so much for watching.